Hello, God bless you. This is Pastor Chika Amadi. I want to share something briefly with you. Something you must do this Easter. You must do this. Practically, you must do it for this Easter. It's issue of forgiveness. A lot of people are carrying so much pain in their heart because of disappointment, rejection, abandonment, divorce, abuse, and maybe people taking advantage, or even some people who lost a beloved one. So some are bitter against God, some are bitter against their spouses, some are bitter against their family members, their friends, colleagues, employers, just name it. I want you to know that every time you do not forgive, every time you allow pain to control your mind, it can affect your life, it can grind you, it can keep you at a spot. You will not be able to move forward. Somebody says that not forgiving is like preparing a poison for somebody else, not knowing that the poison is for you. So you must deal with forgiveness this Easter. That's the essence of Easter. Jesus died for us on the cross of Calvary because God has forgiven us of even sins we have not committed, the sins that we may commit in the future. God chose to forgive ahead. So you owe everyone forgiveness, just for faith's sake and also for your own sake, for your good health, for good heart, for answered prayers, for your general well-being. You need to forgive, you need to let go. A lot of people who have refused to forgive are always in pain. They can't move forward, they can't move beyond where they are. But there is a practical way of doing it, because a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. In their mind, they feel I have forgiven, but if any little thing happens, they remember again. They are in pain, they are hurt. And so I want to share with you practical ways of letting offense go, letting that pain go. Practical ways of forgiving and getting your release and your permanent healing. The first step you need to take is, if it's possible, speak to the person. But if the person is not available to speak to, go to God. That is the best way to heal. Go to God. Jesus can reach out to your greatest pain. Your greatest pain can be wiped away once there is a touch of God upon your life. Take out a day and be genuine. Be open to God. Engage God in that journey of your pain and unforgiveness. So when you come to God, you let God know exactly how you feel. Tell God the depth of the pain, the wound you are carrying, the scars that the abuse has left in you, the scars that you are carrying because of the disappointments and the regrets and the rejections and abandonment, whatever it is. Let God know exactly the extent of the pain you are carrying. Is it affecting your health? Let Him know. Is it affecting your faith? Let Him know. Is it affecting your relationship? Because at times you can take out your bitterness and your anger and your pain on your innocent spouse, new spouse. Maybe you have been failed, disappointed, abused by a previous spouse. Then you think you are okay, you think everything is all right. Then when you get a new spouse, a new partner, you will begin to transfer the pain unconsciously. So you mention exactly what the issue was. If possible, tell the story to God. He's listening. You always have God's ears. So you tell Him exactly what happened, the part you played, what you think you did right and what you think you did wrong, and what the other party did wrong to you, and the impact it has on you, on your moving forward and on your faith life. And when you finish telling God exactly like that, then tell God what you want Him to do. Tell Him to help you, that you want to forgive, you want to move on. So He should help you. Then God will give you the grace. When you do that, mention the person's name, the offender, Because at times some people think they will have closure, they will receive their healing if somebody who abused them or offended them is punished, maybe is arrested or is prosecuted or goes to prison. Yes, those things may bring temporary release. Some people may resort to drinking and smoking and flirtations and getting hooked to one addiction or the other. Some may even begin to withdraw and resent other people and other relationships. But those things will never give you permanent happiness and joy. Happiness is temporary. It can come from those temporary things you do. But joy comes from God. It comes from the Spirit of God. When you have that Spirit of God in you, there's joy that bubbles inside of you, because the Bible says, out of the abundance of your belly shall joy flow. At the right hand of God, there are pleasures forevermore. So out of your belly, there will be rivers of joy flowing, because joy is one of the fruit of the Spirit. Joy is sustained happiness. When you can sustain happiness for a long time, you can be happy in the midst of adversity. In the midst of adversity, in the troublous times, in storms, you still remain joyful. That is different from being happy, and it will come from God. So when you tell God about the hurt and the pain, mention the name of the person who offended you and discuss as if the person is there, and let the person know that today I choose to forgive you completely and I release you from my heart. I bless you today. Ask God to bless the person. Yes, ask God. The Bible says that you should do good to those who hurt you, those who offend you, those who hate you. The Bible says you should love them, you should do good. And when you do that, spiritually you are heaping coals of fire, coals of ashes on their head without them knowing. And some people at times are going through situations not knowing because it's because of what they have done to somebody else, because the person has chosen to forgive and do them good. So when you tell God, I forgive, let me give an example, maybe Mr. Robert, who offended you, maybe you forgive Chinyere, who offended you, who hurt you. You forgive somebody who brought false accusation against you. You forgive the person, and you call the person's name and say, Ngozi, today I forgive you completely, I release you, I choose to let you go, and I bless you. Ask God, God bless Ngozi, bless James, whosoever, whatever is the name. The Lord, bless this person and heal me completely. When you stand up from that place, when you get out of that discussion with God, there will be this release that you release, that you will feel. There is this joy that will fill your heart. There is this kind of healing. You feel very light, because when you do not forgive, it's like carrying a heavy load. But now, because what happens is that because you are not forgiving, your heart is heavy perpetually. Whenever the person's name is mentioned, whenever a case like yours is mentioned, you feel very hot and heavy, withdrawn, depressed, and offended. But when you take this practical step, having that chat with God, engaging God in your journey of forgiveness, you receive supernatural touch from God, because the grace of God will help you to do this, and the grace of God will sustain you. Then you will discover that your health will spring forth. Some people are sick because of bitterness. Some people are sick, have terrible diseases today, so sick because they are so bitter. Their heart is very heavy. So, but when you release them, the Bible says, cast all your burdens unto God, for he cares for you. So what you've done, when you have that chat with God, you've released your burdens unto God, and you receive your freedom. And whom Jesus shall set free is free indeed. Do this Easter, and your life will never remain the same again. A lot of people have shared testimony, people I have counseled, and I gave them this idea. I have had programs with women, especially hurting women, and they have followed this step, and today they are completely free, and they can get married to a new person and enjoy themselves, and there'll be no second divorce or all this fighting and quarreling. So I pray that you will also share your testimony. So please, if this touched you, if you gain something from it, do share it with other people. get in touch with me, Chika Amadi, at me.com, or you come on my fellowship. Sorry, you can also leave a comment for me here or on Facebook, Chika Amadi. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.